What looks like paradise is simply home to its longtime residents. For most of the year, it's quiet in this small corner of the Serengeti. But when the rains arrive and the grasses appear, this tranquil paradise becomes a hub of frantic activity. Visitors pour in. Predators face a buffet of choices. And chaos ensues on these ancient plains. It's all part of surviving the Serengeti. The short grass plains of Tanzania's Serengeti National Park, a relatively peaceful place for up to 9 months of the year. Distant on the horizon stands Oldanya Lengai, the volcanic mountain that speaks to the region's untamed origins. In the Maasai language, Serengeti translates to endless plains, an apt description for this sweeping wilderness. In this small corner of the Serengeti, a patchwork of habitats from waterholes and a soda lake to the acacia forest and open plains, all play host to a cast of animals, each with a reason to be here. A quick stop at the lake offers a cooling dip for a cheetah and her cubs. Their peace is short-lived. The faint thunder of distant hooves signals the imminent arrival of the great herds. The wildebeest are also water-bound, drawn by thirst. Not far to their lush green birthing grounds now. Though for some, this place is known only as the killing fields. In this part of the Serengeti, seasons dictate life. During the long dry season, resident impalas, warthogs, and even the giraffes of the acacia forest manage to scrape by. Some are more zealous than others. The more ambitious carnivores have little to hunt, yet somehow they survive, raising their young against the odds. Lions, ever the opportunists, rarely pass up a potential meal. Giraffe mothers often return to the birthing ground where they were born. And twins are all too special. But those long legs make giraffes, even the youngsters, unusually swift. the resident herd of impala makes an art form of staying in peak condition. Their explosive leaps, known as starting, serve multiple purposes. From advertising their fitness to hungry predators, to warning fellow herd members of any danger. And sometimes just for fun. Though impalas are one of the most abundant antelopes in Africa, this local herd is about to be overshadowed by the immense influx of migrating visitors. Cheetahs may be among the smaller predators on the open plains, but they face formidable competitors. This cheetah mother has her sights set on a small group of Thompson's gazelles. Catching them is the easy part. Keeping her hard-won kill from the ever-opportunistic hyenas is a different battle altogether. With neither the size nor the strength to drive off a determined hyena, she can at least leave a reminder of her claws. But with her cubs in tow, caution is paramount. They've learned to give these ruthless predators a wide berth. And so, for now, the mother must find another hyena-free stretch of savanna to make her stand. Even for these hardened survivors, the promise of rain changes everything. Not too far away, the visitors, great herds of wildebeest, zebra, and other antelope begin their march south. They follow the promise of fresh grass and water, bringing abundance and turmoil to this part of the Serengeti. For the predators here, the arrival of over 1 million migrating visitors is a welcome feast. For ever watchful opportunists, there's no better time to strike. As the herds make their final push south, the skies open up, showering the plains with long-awaited rain. everyone is caught in the sudden downpour. The rain, both a blessing and a burden, promises lush pastures ahead, but also a treacherous stage on which surviving the Serengeti becomes more challenging than ever. The resident impala brace themselves for the oncoming crowds. The elusive promise at the end of the rainbow is no longer a distant dream. With fresh grass all around, the vast herds pause for a brief stay. Some wander into the acacia forests. Transforming a once tranquil refuge into a stadium of noise. But most remain on the open plains, now carpeted green. And teeming with fresh opportunities for both prey and predators alike. With fresh grasses, expecting mothers have plenty of food to produce nutritious milk, making it the ideal time to give birth. For the local predators, this is prime hunting season. An all-you-can-eat opportunity that will only last a few weeks. The open plains become a nursery. Hundreds of thousands of calves arrive all at once, creating far more prey than even the hungriest lions or hyenas can manage. This synchronized mass birthing ensures enough newborns survive to adulthood. A newborn wildebeest calf is a survival expert. It's on its feet within minutes and running with the herd inside an hour. As too are the Thompson gazelle calves who swell the ranks. Every creature here is locked in a dance of survival, and nowhere is that dance more dramatic than on the open plains of the Serengeti. For some, speed isn't enough. And nothing goes to waste. Hyenas, far from being mere scavengers, are cunning, cooperative hunters, led by the dominant female. Over in the acacia forest, a mother leopard is enjoying the spoils of the migration. It's an impressive feat of strength to drag prey well over your own body weight. To feast in private, she hauls her kill high into the sturdy branches. Where she dines with her watchful cub. More slender, but equally formidable to the herds are cheetahs. She relies on her sheer speed to single out vulnerable young. The wolves of wildebeest do their best to shield the calves. But when the mother spots an isolated Tommy, it's a chance for her cubs to eat without interference from hyenas. Even then, no kill goes unnoticed. Vultures eagerly wait in the wings, poised to snatch up any scraps. Ownership will fall to those with the greater numbers. Both mother and cubs try to keep the scavengers at bay. In the end, their efforts are futile. At least the cheetah family fed this time. The adult leopard has devoured her feast and takes out the trash. Back among the herds, there's a spy in the grass. A lioness lies in wait, hidden amongst thousands of newborn calves. One frantic mother is forced to flee, leaving her newborn behind. She makes a brave and desperate attempt to drive off the big cat. But her calf is now at another's mercy. Mysteriously, the lioness hesitates. And in an astonishing twist of fate, the calf imprints on her, mistaking its would-be predator for a protector. A very rare and usually fatal mistake. For reasons unknown, the lioness tolerates this behavior. In a moment of distraction, the lioness offers the calf a window of escape. The lioness is simply not hungry enough to give chase, and the calf makes its move. A black-backed jackal, more curious than threatening, appears. He just wants to play. But the path back to the herd and its mother is never smooth. Somewhere in there is a mother deprived of her calf. It's believed that mothers recognize their calves by scent, making this reunion a welcome exception amid the chaos. Meanwhile, male wildebeests face an entirely different challenge. Defending their territories and their mating rights from rivals. Because so many gather in tight quarters, these territories inevitably overlap, leading to frequent clashes. And young bulls never miss a chance to test their mettle against older males. Females with calves steer clear, leaving the bulls to indulge in their horn-clashing games. While dramatic, these bouts don't often lead to serious injury. While the wildebeest clash over territory on the plains, in the acacia forest, the leopards are enjoying their own season of courtship. Leopards mate over several days. Sometimes every 15 minutes, day and night. The female only stays in estrus for about a week, so there's no time to waste. Pregnancy lasts a few months, after which she'll give birth to a litter of 2 or 3 cubs. Parts of the Soda Lake have now been reduced to a shallow swamp, a trap for the unwary. While delicate flamingos feast at the water's edge, a heavier wildebeest sinks into the sticky mud. Its inexperienced calf doesn't know any better. But luckily, it's not as heavy as its mother and avoids her fate. Predators now have 2 targets: the stuck and the motherless. Aware that the mud poses a threat, the lionesses concentrate on the calf. Yet even reinforcements can't catch the calf. The pride stays near the water. There will be other opportunities. Exhausted, the calf rests, only to be greeted by a lone figure, recently freed from her muddy grave. As the sun slips below the horizon, the landscape settles into a momentary calm. Yet, the ongoing story of surviving the Serengeti quietly endures, ready to awaken with the dawn. A new day, a familiar threat. Lions seldom challenge a grown giraffe, but a vulnerable calf is another matter. The calf is too young to outrun the danger. Its mother must opt for another strategy. The calf splits up from its mother and tries to hide in the tall grass. But not well enough. The mother is too far away to intervene. All she can do is watch as the lioness closes in. Meanwhile, in another corner of these plains, a coalition of cheetahs, a band of brothers, is gearing up for a hunt of their own. Their target is a fit adult Thompson's gazelle, hardly easy prey. They move together, synchronized stalking. The leader commits to the chase. Even the world's fastest land mammal can only maintain top speed for about 30 seconds, leaving his audience unimpressed and hungry. Amid the vast wildebeest herds, smaller groups of Thompson's gazelles navigate their own survival challenges. Their main edge over cheetahs lies in their stamina and the ability to zigzag, a split-second maneuver that can be the difference between a fatal trip and escape. The tall grass also offers them extra cover. As the rain clouds drift southward, the massive herds pour out of the acacia forests. Merging into a single, unstoppable current headed for the Ngorongoro Conservation Area. Three weeks of non-stop grunting fade into the gentle chirp of resident birds. A momentary peace before the next cycle of survival begins anew. Now they have the forest to themselves. The impala males begin flaunting their prowess. As females and the young look on, the bucks begin tongue-flicking, a courtship ritual that heralds the inevitable roundup. But not every female is easily impressed. What starts as the thrill of the chase quickly turns into pure exhaustion. And sometimes you just have to let one go. And if your neighbor claims your missed opportunity, you're better off sticking with the females you've got. Out on the plains, any young wildebeest that can't keep up with the moving herds pays a steep price. The cheetah coalition is hungry. Outnumbered wildebeest stands little chance. Even then, the hunters won't keep their kill for long. For the vultures, it's a waiting game. If you venture too far from your herd, you're inviting trouble. A reckless male leads his females onto a dry part of the soda lake. without tree cover, they're all exposed. Panicked, they scatter. Disorienting the lioness long enough to escape. Most of the impalas make it back home to safety. But in the frantic dash for cover, one has broken an ankle. The herd begins to distance itself from the injured impala. Unable to keep up and trailing the scent of blood, he becomes a beacon for predators. In this unforgiving landscape, he won't survive the night. Unlike the impalas, the neighboring giraffes don't usually move around in large groups. This bachelor herd will break apart as the bulls mature. Dominance for mating rights is settled by one of the most brutal fights in the animal kingdom. Each horn swing packs immense force, enough to concuss and even kill. These two young males are sparring, already testing each other's strength in preparation for the real battles ahead. On the outskirts of the territory, the cheetah brothers trail the stragglers from the Great Migration. One last chance to hunt before the herds move on. Working as a team, they strike at a small group, singling out an adolescent wildebeest. It's 3 against 1. Yet each time they close in, the youngster stands its ground and finds its way back into the safety of its herd. Each day is about surviving the Serengeti. This is a place where birth and death, feast and famine, rest and relentless movement all share the same stage. For every creature, predator or prey, it's It's a never-ending test of endurance, cunning, and cooperation. A cycle of survival that has played out here for generations.